Hi, this is Divorce Station Dad coming at you with another video. How to keep sane during divorce. Now, divorce is one of the most stressful experiences that anyone can go through. I mean, it's dangerous in terms of, the extreme stress can affect your mental and emotional well-being, your physical well-being. So you really have to take care of managing your stress during the divorce process and even after the divorce process. Now, in this video, I'm going to offer 3 tips from my personal experiences on how I went through it and landed on my feet. Now, a quick disclaimer, I'm not a therapist, lawyer, or even an exorcist. This channel stands for comedy, coaching, and motivation when it comes to divorce. So, I'm here to basically offer what worked for me so that hopefully it'll work for you. Now, I've now remarried. I have a great marriage, married to a great person. I'm financially stable. So it did really work for me, and I'm hoping it'll work for you. Now, tip number 1, generate a support system for yourself. Now, you know what they say, no man is an island, and you cannot go through this alone. This divorce process is brutal. And no one person can go it alone. Now, as a man, your natural inclination is to go it alone and to need nobody's help. But this is not one of those times. You need something, or someone to help you with this. Now, this can include family, friends, divorce groups. I mean, I did something weird and funny. So I'm a comedian and I talked about it on stage as a comedian. And a lot of my jokes, weren't funny, but they helped me air out my issues, of course, along with having friends and family around me. Now, tip number 2, try to be active and exercise to release the stress from your body. Now, not only is your mind and your emotions being shredded by the stress, your body holds a lot of that as well. I mean, I was under extreme stress for 18 years with my marriage. I mean, in that time, I developed high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, and even kidney failure. And that was before my divorce. So I knew I needed to take care of those things to get through the divorce process. So by moving your body in some way, it acts as a release valve to the stress you're holding inside. Now, me being weird, I go around my neighborhood in a 3-wheeled electric trike, smelling the fresh air, moving my body really did a lot in terms of helping me release a little bit of that stress that I was experiencing when I was taking lawyers' phone calls, when I was going through court dates, and all of that stuff. So it really did help to move my body. Now, tip number 3, you have to give your mind and emotions a break from thinking about the divorce too much by distracting it. Now, when I say distraction, it has to be something that will totally immerse you in the process, so much so that you're not thinking about your divorce process at all. Now, it could be a favorite hobby like fishing or bowling or even watching sports, but the more active it is, the better it is, so that it'll distract you and take your attention away from the divorce. Now, you really have to be immersed in the activity, so choose something that will totally get your mind away from it. For me, it was motorcycling. I actually bought a motorcycle during my divorce process because I found out that, going on my motorcycle or riding on my motorcycle, I have to live in the present moment or else something bad will happen to me. I mean, if you're going 60 to 70 miles an hour down a road and you're daydreaming, bad things will happen to you. So I knew that, motorcycling, even though quite expensive, did help me get through it and get through it very well, because the hour, the 30 minutes that I went on my motorcycle was an hour or 30 minutes that I was away from my divorce totally. So, final thoughts. Keeping sane through divorce is one of the most important things you can do to keep your health, whether it be your mental and emotional health or your physical health, in check. I mean, it'll help preserve things, it'll help heal things. I mean, it's just going to be good all the way around. So I hope this has been helpful to you, and I hope it provides you some tips on what to do for your own divorce process. And, just watch out for any other videos. My next video is how to live your best life after divorce. It's going to come pretty soon, so watch out for those. But here's just a little clip on one of my comedy sets, just to give you a little bit of a chuckle. Hi, my name is Divorced Asian Dad, and I am a cancer survivor. Yeah, you can clap. It was a rare form of Asian cancer. It was vicious. It was aggressive. It was called my ex-wife.